And I think the audience recognizes Dr. LMadu from the many shows that we've had with him, dealing not only with South America, but with the Middle East, with Africa, and with almost every continent. In a real sense, Dr. LMadu, I think, explaining the kind of information and the kind of influence that you bring to our discussions here. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad to have you here this morning to talk about Cuba, because this was one of the first of the colonies. And let's talk about it. Let's have you give us some information about it, background information, and then get into the topic of Cuba itself.
Well, everybody understands that Cuba, was a former Spanish colony. We remember the Spanish-American War and what happened, how Cuba, became independent, up to the revolution, up to the treaty, the Guantanamo Bay Treaty and all that. In order to understand, Cuba today, one has to go on what I might call 3 levels. Mm-hmm. One is from 1959, when Fidel Castro overthrew Fulgencio Batista, mm-hmm. till 1990, when 1991, when Gorbachev started his perestroika in Russia and communism collapsed. And then from 1991 to 2008, when after the Cold War and Fidel became sick, handed over to his brother. His brother took over from 2008 February effectively as president, till now. So these are the 3
stages.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That one can look at, what is happening in Cuba up to today. Prior to, the Cuban Revolution, everyone understood there was a lot of American influence in Cuba. A lot of the companies in Cuba were owned by Americans. A lot of the corporations and businesses, casinos, etc., etc. In fact, Havana was in Miami, at that time of the Caribbean, where most of the casinos were located. So here comes Fidel Castro in 1959 and overthrew the so-called corrupt dictatorial government of Fulgencio Batista. Initially, people thought that the Cuban Revolution would follow the capitalist path.
Okay.
But how